You found sprouting tin, weaving a spirit grid. Welcome. If you have pretty much figured out and confirmed that you are a spirit in a physical body, and if you have pretty much integrated that there is a knowable energy architecture on other levels of density, then I'd say you're ready to help keep your path clear and protected from spirit to matter. But it really is your choice to proceed or not. If you choose to proceed, then learning to weave a diamond grid sphere is a worthwhile and a basic experience. Supplies needed: A spherical ball with either a grand circle on it or two poles which can be used to make an equator or grand circle. B, whiteout tape dispenser. C, a permanent Sharpie pen. If these are hard to come by, there are several alternatives. A, the clay you used in sprouting K, mapping one chakra system, can be used to make a sphere, and then a paper clip can be used to scribe on it. But it's hard to see them when you do that, so I recommend the first one. Or B, perforated plastic medical tape that can be torn lengthwise and used as strips on a ball. And this is okay, but it comes off after a while. So again, I recommend the first one, but those will work. This spirit grid eventually forms diamonds based on the golden mean, made up of triangles on the surface that have the proportions of growing living things. So when things grow, on the earth, they grow in a 1 to 2 to the golden mean, 1.6.18 on, in 3 dimensions. As a general pattern, this grid can be woven around one's embodied body, one's energetic bodies, or even individual centers at multiple levels of density. The first experience involves the ball shape. Right now, pick up and hold any ball shape, put pause if you need to, in your hand, and rub your hand over the surface of the ball until you can imagine it with your eyes open and with your eyes closed and your eyes open. Locate the equator and the two poles, the North Pole and South Pole, correspondent. If you're able to do this, we have established a spherical orientation of a 3D ball viewed from outside a common frame of reference, is what I'm trying to set up. So we're coming at this from the same angle. We will be building a model upon whatever ball you eventually choose to mark upon. So use a ball belongs to you alone. If you have kids and you use theirs and they want it back, it's hard. So basically, establish that it's your ball before you start, or depends on what your situations are. We're going to use a watch, pause, and do approach. We'll be drawing lines directly on the ball and as you watch, and then pause and you do it. Simple. And you'll see them here: a ball, a Sharpie pen, and a tape dispenser. This is a whiteout tape dispenser, one where you cover up the letters. If you choose to use alternative supplies, great, just adapt as we go. Push pause while you get set up, and then we'll start. Explore the ball with your hands and fingers, and when you think you have located the two poles, test it by placing your fingers on the poles and then spinning the ball. Pause and do. Mark the poles with the permanent pin. Place a holding finger, not your thumbs, on the poles and spin the ball. If there is little or no wobble, mark the equator on the grand circle between your thumbs. Mark the location with the pin and repeat around the ball. Now we are going to use whiteout tape dispenser to mark the north pole with an X at 90-degree angles. Pause and you do it. Be sure the X's at the poles are aligned. If they are not, scrape off the whiteout and align them. Then connect them using large circles. Longitude would be similar on a globe. Dividing the ball into 12 equal sections is done by subdividing the X quadrants with 2 lines. That's one of the 4 quadrants with 2 lines, or into thirds. By placing your whiteout line on the equator, each quadrant can be subdivided equally. Now, by starting at the poles and extending the circle around the ball, both sides are divided. By doing the same in the next quadrant, all sections are subdivided. The whole ball is. Making the Tropic of Cancer circle around the ball proceeds as follows. Divide the ball in half, halfway between the poles and the equator, then continue around the globe. Your context for the diamond grid is now in place. Reviewing. Watch by moving your thumbs. Outline a sphere. First, the X's on the ends, and then we divide those quadrants in 2 of the quadrants into thirds, and next to each other. Then you half the northern hemisphere around the equator and half the southern hemisphere.